Welcome back to another video. You find me in the office here. I'm just getting a few things sorted out. But in this video, we're going to be working at the 143, which is something I don't think it's actually been in the channel before. Maybe last year at Truckfest, well, 2024. But before we get into that, we need to highlight today's sponsor. Extremely excited to carry on the partnership with Holy. Just because it's something I actually take every day and I find it so easy to talk about because I love it. Now they've got lots of products. They've got hydration, they've got iced tea, they've got milkshakes. But to be honest with you, the one I'm always taking is the energy stuff. This one right here is a grapefruit giraffe one. So the flavour is kind of irrelevant for what I'm going to say because you can get the starter pack and then you get different sachets of different flavours and you can kind of pick and choose which one you like more. But the actual product and why I'm drinking it is really what I'm going to talk about. This is the energy one and it does what it says in the tin. It gives you a boost. There's no doubt about it. That's what I use it for. I've been going to the gym near enough every day for 5 months now. I've had this with me for every single session. But more importantly, when you're working the long hours you do as a lorry driver, a lot of us have got these terrible habits of, you know, like going into the shop and buying the cans that are so easily available. And they cost a fortune and they're really not good for you inside. So compare that to Holy. This is sugar free. It's a slower release of caffeine, which obviously is much better than this just peak and back down again that you get with other stuff. What I tend to do in the long hours that we do, you know, you're maybe 13 hours into shift and you're needing a wee bit to keep you going, I'll have one of these and it sorts me right out for the rest of the day easily. And it also works out at 80 pence a serving, which when you think about the stuff you get in the shop, that is ridiculously cheap. All you need is one scoop of this, then fill your shaker up with water, shake away, then that's you sorted. So if you are feeling a little lethargic in the morning and even at night when you're needing a little push to keep going, that's the stuff. Honestly, swear by it. You can use my code CMF5 for £5 off your first order, and then after that you can use CMF on its own, and then you'll get 10% off every single order after that. But one more thing, next weekend I'll be heading back over to Northern Ireland, down to the Drifter Style Truck Show. Cannot wait. This is what we got last year. We got first place for interior. I think I was very lucky to get that, so I'll just be going back over to enjoy it, but I'm really looking forward to it. And if you're in the area and can go to it, I really highly recommend it. It's the best show I've ever been at. I've not been to many, but that is by far the best. It's a great weekend. It's all indoor. It's blowing a gale right now, and it's, you know, you're going to be fine going to that. Everyone's going to be out in t-shirts. It's just a great weekend and a great vibe. So if you're going to that, I'll see you there, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually just heading into our top garage. This is where we keep most of our spares that are too big for the stores, but it's also turned into our little toy garage. So because we're demolishing the creamery, we've had to move all the kind of old vintage stuff down here just now. It's not ideal, it's not the best place for these things to be living, but they are inside, which is the best thing for them. It's just not the best because it's very sturdy, and yeah, there's a lot of movement in here, a lot of stuff getting put in and out, tyres, lots of big spares like the drums and springs and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, basically not ideal. But this baby here is what we're in for today. Now anyone who was at Truckfest last year will have seen this, but other than that it's not really been out much. We just kind of got it ready for the road last year. My dad went to a couple of shows with it, or maybe one, the vintage steam rally down south somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Apologies if you're from there or you've been there or you've something to do with it. This is obviously our 143. First 143 I've actually seen here. So obviously the 143 is classed as the best lorry ever built. That's maybe not obvious me saying that, but that is what they say. Obviously I wasn't around in these days, so I can't comment on that, but I'll just go with what the crowd says and I'll take their word for it. I do love this Volvo F10 we've got right now. There's something about it I just love. I'm a Scania man through and through. It's all I've grown up with. But minus the tyres in front of it, that is a really good looking lorry. I'll add in maybe a wee snippet of what it looks like when it's all cleaned up. Obviously the 143 isn't looking amazing right now because in this garage it's just getting covered in the stour that's blowing about. And Stour, for anyone who's from England or somewhere like that, it's just dust. Stour, I don't know if, I'm pretty sure they say that in Ireland as well, but Stour is a Scottish slang term that I just can't get out of my head, so if I'm gonna be saying anything, it'll be Stour. I actually forget what's up here. I'm just from the back of the 143 here, and there's this cab. This is off a V90 when it unfortunately went over on its side with a tower on it, which was a mega deal back when it happened. Driver was absolutely fine, but still, it's just a fright, and it just shows you how quickly something like that can happen when you're transporting these heavy loads. And caught the verge, and that was it. It was gone, no chance of getting it back. As soon as it hit the soft ground, it was away. So the reason it's still here is we changed the cab in the lorry, and we've just been robbing this. I don't think there'll be much left that we would need. The odd wee bits and bobs. It's honestly so surprising what you might actually use like over the years from these kind of spare cabs or trucks that we've got lying about. But yeah, not a good place, this garage. Obviously the pigeons are getting in as well and just making a mess of it. So you'll be wondering what I'm actually doing here with this. There's actually a problem with it. The gearbox keeps jumping out of gear. So this was happening last year when my dad was going about with it, and it's always been on the cards, he's wanting to get it fixed. But he's actually decided that he's going to change it. I'll quickly get this battery set up, then I'll show you why he's wanting to change it. Always, if you've got something lying about, just disconnect the battery. I'll just, the slightest wee thing, I'll probably, maybe not in something this old, but in the new ones especially, there's always something just trickling away at it. So you always make sure you've got the battery disconnected, so hopefully it goes when you get back to it. Either that, or if you're really fancy, you get a trickle charge and keep it on all the time. When I was up at Malcolm's place in Linwood, they've got all their stuff on trickle chargers, so but they're a different league from us. So I'm pretty sure this will bring back a few memories for a few of you. The old 143 inside. Once we were done with the outside of the lorry, we got the interior done as well. Just kind of back to as close to original as we could get it. This was my dad's choice. Rather than try to spruce up an old lorry to something that wasn't, just bring it back to what it was. So going back to the gearbox, it's slipping out of gear, it's needing taken out, and to be honest with you, my dad just doesn't even like the gearbox that's in it. This is an 8-speed gearbox that's in this one, which is obviously your 4 gears, and you've got the range change to get the other 4 gears. And this is something it's not the best, to be honest with you. The better one is the 12-speed one, which is the 3/3 with the splitter on it, so you can half the gears. So what we've done is sourced one. A good friend of ours, Alan Dugan, who actually paints all the lorries, he's got a 12-speed gearbox up at his bit. So that's actually where I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going up there in the van, it's been sent away and get checked, and everything's okay on it. A couple of things is sorted, but long story short, it's okay now. So I'm going to go up and collect that tomorrow, and steal some other bits off of his 143 he's got up there to get this one the way we want it. Another thing we're going to change is this steering wheel. Apparently this is too wide and you can get smaller diameter ones. So I'm going to measure this now and I'll see what the one that Alan's got up there is tomorrow. Hopefully it's a smaller diameter, then I'll just take the whole thing back home with me. So that is 500mm. Easy to remember. So that's all I needed to know from this for now. Just so that when I'm up there I know if the other one's too small or too big. But I suppose I can't leave these on the lurch. I'll give it a wee start and make sure everything's okay on it. Right, we've got oil in it and we've got some water in it. So let's try it out. This will be the first start for a few months anyway. It's quite funny this thing actually, because at the front it's saying less is more, then at the back it's like a bloody fair lorry. Right, I've let it warm up, let's give it a wee rev, a wee tickle, see how it sounds. We reek out it. Obviously it's not really loud, it sounds better with a load on, but that's the way they're meant to be with the silencers on them. Don't get me wrong, I do love a wee straight pipe, but that's the way this one is. It's kind of pretty original. So that's me about done here. I know the measurement of the steering wheel. I'll go up the road tomorrow, get this gearbox, get the other bits and bobs like the gear selector and the switch that's on the clutch pedal, all that kind of stuff, and we'll take it home and get this thing changed about. So we shall see you another day. We're in the van heading up the road. We left the back of 4 this morning and it's now back of 6. It's a bit of a trek getting to Ochterarder, and it seems a wee bit crazy someone as rural as us going so far every time we need to. It's a totally different scenario, but every time we need to get a lorry painted we take it up there. But we've just worked with Alan for years, way before my time. We were taking trucks up here and there's never been a bad job done yet. So we will always stay loyal and stick with what we know. And to be honest, you know, we're not getting new lorries all the time, so it's nice getting a wee run up here now and again. Obviously we're going up for something different today. He's got a 143 up here that we've got the gearbox out, and I'm going to get the other bits as I said. But I'm just not 100% sure why he's doing that anyway, because in my mind I thought he was going to be doing up this 143 for himself. So he must have just changed his mind on it, but we'll see once we get there anyway. Just a few miles left here, then we'll be turning off at Balloch and heading up Stirling way. We're at Ochterarder now. A wee bit of mouthful of that, but we need to go through here and out the back of it and get to Alan Duggan's place, and we'll see if he's about and see what he's got for us. It says the Eagle has landed. This is Alan's lovely big house he's got, and this is his paint shop just right behind it. There he is, the man himself. Is this it? No, where is it? In the back, is it?
What are you looking for?
Your lorry, your 143.
Oh, it's up at the back.
Aye, right, okay.
Aye, what are you waiting to take off it, Campbell?
He's wanting this. I have to measure it first, but the steering wheel. He's wanting to see if that's a smaller diameter.
It's a biggie, Mike.
Is it? Aye, because I measured that one last night. It's 500 mil. It does seem big, you know. It's like
Right.
It just seems kind of awkward, so I know what it's trying to, why it's trying to find it, you know. What else? The switch at the clutch for the splitter.
You need to get the bottom casing off for that, to get the.
Aye, probably. I've got tools and that with me, so.
So mind and put it back.
Yeah, I will. Definitely.
Because I don't want it. I'm going to try and
I
set the
know,
interior, and I want to.
Oh, are you?
I've done
Right,
a wee video thing. So
yeah. Oh no, I'll put it back exactly how I found it. Aye. How come you're not wanting to? I thought you were going to do it up. Just not get time. Too busy.
Too old.
Too old. You're not too old. What age are you?
I'll be 65 this year.
Aye. I thought you'd be younger than my dad, so there you are.
Aye. Nip round the back, just go up to the stick shed and you'll see it hang up right at the top of the yard.
Okay.
There's an old Volvo and the red Scania's in there.
Right, that's
the
great.
door handle, you'll hate it. It's sticky.
Right, okay.
Flick it back out again to get it to shut.
Aye, okay, right.
I'll see you out there. I'll
Right.
do it in a wee while.
No bother. Cheers. Well, here she is. Not that one, that one. So you think about what our one looks like, then look at this. This is what it could look like if it's not looked after over the years. Obviously the engine's out, the gearbox is out. We're taking the gearbox. It's on a pallet already. But amazing to think that this could look like our one at some point. My dad was actually wanting me to have a wee look at what else is left on it, to see if there's anything that we might want. For example, the diff or anything like that, but it's pretty rotten. It's got an auto lube greaser on it, right enough. Didn't expect to see that on it. Don't imagine it would work, but still, something this old having something as advanced as that. Or maybe that's been about for a while, but I wouldn't have thought it would have been in lorries like this. This is obviously a mid-lift, this one, so our one's a tag, so the driver axle's here, whereas it's at the back in this one. Alright, let's see what she's like inside. Steady. Oh, Beist. This is obviously the original interior in the Scania. You can see what we've tried to do with our one. It's kind of close to this. It's pretty close. Maybe I don't know about that seat though. No, that's a seat cover. It's this kind of old-fashioned kind of material. So ours is a little bit different, but better in my opinion. So obviously there's actually not much left in this. The gear stick I was wanting to take the top off of it, because obviously it tells you the different gear pattern now. It's not there, so Alan's gonna try find it, but if not, maybe somebody on here knows someone who's got another 143 for braking. We can get that off of them. That would be handy. So drop a comment if you know anyone else that's braking a 143. We can get some bits off it. Right, steering wheel wise, I don't think he'll want us anyway once he sees it, but no, that's just the exact same one that we've got, 500mm. So that's a shame. So I guess I've came all the way just for the gearbox. He's got a brand new clutch pack, and I'll get this switch off of the back of the clutch pedal. So easy day for me. I'd hope to get more, but it is what it is. Some tools. Oh. I think after seeing this, it's quite easy to see why he's not got enough time to do this, because what a job this would be to try to restore this. Wouldn't even like to start even thinking about it. So if I take off this cover here, I should see a wee switch somewhere that this pedal presses against, and that's what I need to rob. Do you know something? I've just been working away here and I've just realised that there's a skeleton of a wee bird lying right beside me. Ugh. I had my arm there and everything. Right, get that over there. Couldn't see a switch, so I'm actually taking this side off so I can see in a wee bit better. There's probably someone watching this screaming right now, "It's there, so and so." I've never done this in my life, so I don't know until I see what's there. That's better, I can actually see now. So when I press the pedal in, I can see that it's coming up here. I'm pushing that there. So that wee bit in there is my switch. I tried to slacken it out there and it looks like the whole thing's just going to spin out. So I need to find the other end of where the wire goes to and take it off from there so I can just spin it all out. Also just want to see where the wire goes anyway, so that we know where to wire up it on our 143 once we stick it on. There's actually a wee plug in here. Where did I see it? Come on. There we go. Yeah, that'll just spin out. Got it. So I've got the switch off and I was speaking to my dad there, and he's actually hoping that our lorry has got the same wiring loom in it, and that plug that came off of this is sitting on our one. So rather than trace all this wire and see where it goes, I'm just going to wing it and hope that we've got the wiring loom in our one, and if we don't, we'll just need to look at some wiring diagrams, and I'll even maybe phone Nipper and see where that wire goes to. But yeah, that'll do. That's everything all buttoned up again, just how I found it. Got our switch, let's go. Aye, that's perfect. There's two wee hooks right in line.
Bro. You'll be fleeing down the road anyway.
No. Precious cargo.
Precious cargo.
That's not going anywhere. Right, that's us get the clutch. There's the pressure plate in there. Problem is they can't find the thrust bearing, so that's kind of scuppered our plans of doing this quick. We'll need to order one from Scania. So that's a wee shame because I wanted to get straight onto this on Monday. But we've got what we came for, we've got our gearbox, so we'll just go steady down the road with that, and bits like this, we'll take that off, and there must be a bearing in there and we'll change that bearing as well for the fork. You may have noticed this dolly behind us here, this is ours. Get refurbed in the workshop, and it's up to get the main part of the refurb done by Alan. Have a wee look at this. This is definitely classed as a barn find. That right there is obviously the engine out of that lorry. So that is your 143 450 V8 right there. That thing right there, it doesn't look good, but that is like gold dust having that. So Alan's quite right, he's going to sell it. So if anyone's watching this that want that engine, give us a shout, I'll pass it on to Alan. So we're good to go. That's us robbed the parts. I've got the gearbox, got the switch and the clutch pack. So can head back down the road now and get it home. Final check to see if this is going anywhere. Seems okay. Prefer if I actually had the bigger strap onto the floor or another strap at the back, but that's all I've got. So we'll just check it a few times, see if it's moving. One, 4, 3. Some tidy stuff in here the boys are working at. So we're heading home now. Well, sorry, I'm not going home. I'm going to go back down the road, meet my dad, and I'm going to jump on his lorry for the next couple of days, and he's going to take it back the rest of the journey. As I said, it's a bit annoying about the thrust bearing, because it means we can't get it fitted straight away. I really wanted to do it on Monday because it was a chance where I was going to be able to do it. Just a ballock here, and I just wanted to double check everything's okay. Solid. Back into the woods we go. You can see in the tracker that Linda's on her way out, so I'll just wait here so I don't get in her way. Right, I'm just going in a little bit further. I don't want to go too far in with this, one in the van and two with that in the back. Don't want it getting rattled about. So there's our car park up the top here. I'll just go there and my dad will come out and meet me with the lorry. Right, we'll wait here for him. I'll get organised to jump ship. This is getting busy in here now. This is quite a popular tourist destination. Right, here's help for here. Cheers. Right, bye. Bye. The gruff. Did you? Well, that was you were away for a few days, you know. Aye, there's like what? A couple of draw wires. No, see that? That's probably off of that. No, that must be off the. Still on the lorry.
Aye, right. I'll sort it. Oh, it's alright.
Aye.
Aye, I'll put it on. Get it in. I smell it's a day job, right? Put it in the job.
Aye, it is that extra wire in that bit. Throwing the box out wouldn't be too bad because it's not got a retarder on it. Right, okay.
The chicken will know much because he started today and went to Glandender twice.
Right.
But he started for Barlock, sir.
Yeah.
So
no, he'll know.
Unless you want to load trailers and leave them and all that, they loads in halves and.
Aye.
Work it out yourself.
Right, I'll sort it out.
And there's 4 loads of chip at Marble Quarry if you want to go there.
Right, okay.
Just keep them moving.
Right, that's fine. Right, no bother. Right. Oh, yeah. Right, I'm going to get into the wood here and get battering on loading people. I'll leave this video here and hopefully we can come back to it again when we're actually getting the box in. As always guys, thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe and comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you all in the next video.